I think we can start. So, as always, remember to write your name in HackMD. I'm just sharing the link. Um, Hello, everyone, and welcome to this bi-weekly Falco community call. I'm still off. Please, if you already haven't done it, remember to write your name in the HackMD under the join section. I think that everyone did it, yeah. During this call, the CNCF code of conduct applies, so please be kind and nice to everyone else. Last but not least, this code is being recorded, blah, 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 blah. Nobody's showing his face, so no problem here. I can skip this one. So let me share my screen with the presentation for today. We are going to talk about latest libraries and driver development with the next releases. How can I do this? Oh, it's this one. Okay. You can see it, right?
Yes.
That's the only page, actually. No, so, as I said, today we will discover what's new in the next. Oh, of course, it's not important. What will happen? What has been done in libraries 0.21 and driver 9 ho ho. First of all, some numbers. There were around 200 commits in master since 0.20 and a grand total of around 100 pull requests. We are going to reach commit number 10,000 in master very soon. Actually, the very next pull request because we are on 9999. So the biggest challenge at the moment is to untangle the libsystem. The job is being carried by Leonardo and Giovanna, so thank you very much, Leo. Another thing that we have done in this release is the drop of the container enrichment support. That was moved as a plugin. Remember, we already talked about it, let's say, a couple of Falco community calls ago. On the driver side, there were some improvement on the modern VPF driver and bug fixes to all the other drivers. And of course, many, many more changes. Let's dive in. So, what Leonardo is trying to achieve is to remove the inspector class from being a member of basically all libsyn classes. I know you know what I mean. This will lead to a more robust design with easier testing, and each component will have a single duty instead of like it is right now with each component having so many duties that nobody cares and nobody knows about. The long-term goal is for the CNC inspector to be as stateless as possible to allow for multi-threaded captures and state enrichment. That's the very long-term goal, like 10 years, 20 years from now, probably. About the container engines dropped instead. We moved around 15,000 lines of code. The minimal build has been dropped because it was no more useful since the only thing it was disabling is gvisor that has its own flag since always to be disabled and so it allowed us to drop 4 dependencies from libraries that were moved to Falco. And this, of course, leads to really faster CI. It now takes like 10 minutes instead of like 45 minutes. And an improved developer experience because we can now finally build with bundle depths locally without taking ages, and that's great. So again, Leonardo did an improvement to the parsing of SCCM rights file descriptors, the one that are being received and sent by record message and send message ancillary data. Basically, we were before each patch, we were doing a proc scan every time to reread all the process file descriptors and refresh our state table. Now instead we parse actually the ancillary data in the rec message, and this is of course much faster. Again, there were also a couple of improvements to the Falco plugin API. The first, now exposed filter checks by plugin can take an argument that is both a key or an index. Previously, we only supported numeric indexes. And the other patch improved the sync events handlings by the inspector. The sync events are the events generated by the sync capability of the plugin API. Basically, plugins can now generate the sync events with a future timestamp, and they will only get evaluated as soon as the timestamp is reached. For example, this is used by the container plugin that sends the container deleted event 5 seconds in the future to avoid that an incoming syscall event that is already queued in the ring buffers would lose, to avoid that they lose container metadata enrichment. On the driver side, there were some fixes in the kernel module and the old eBPF probe make files needed after a change in Linux 6.13 in the makefile of Linux. And here I also like to thank Dima Kogan, that is a Debian maintainer that spotted the issue and helped in testing my fix. Also, the modern eBPF probes gained a new feature, the ability to try to inject multiple programs for each syscall. This means that a single syscall program can now use more recent eBPF features without breaking compatibility, since we will fall back to the basic implementation where the required features are not present. We immediately took advantage of the new feature in the send a message in the like message programs, something that Mauro knows about. That we now use BPF loop wherever it is available. Also that we fixed a kernel module crash, nasty kernel module crash during CPU lag. It was very nasty, both because of course it crashed your machine, and also because giving the Git blame, it was present since basically ever and ever. I don't know how is that possible, nobody noticed that. Finally, we also fixed a build issue related to a backporting, as it's always a backporting, for the Kmod and the whole eBPF probe on Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9. This is, just a sneak peek at the libraries and driver releases. Of course, the full changelog will be attached to the GitHub releases. So thank you very much for your attention. That's all. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to ask or drop a line in the Slack channel. You have a question? Stuff. No question means that we are good to go, I guess. Thanks everyone, and as always, have a great rest of the week.
Thank you, Fede.
Thank you.
Bye, folks.
Bye-bye.
Bye, folks.
Bye-bye, folks.
Bye-bye.